Mark Eckerle, the new head coach of the Langara Falcons women's soccer team, joins us. Coach, welcome to the PACWEST. Did you think this would be your first coaching start with the Langara Falcons with a pandemic going on?
Well, thanks for having me, first and foremost. I couldn't have imagined starting my role as a head coach of Langara with the pandemic. It's been quite eye-opening.
How have you dealt with meeting players, recruiting players for the team now that you know the season is not happening, at least here in the fall? How have you been going about business?
Well, I first started in late February, so we actually had a fantastic start. It began with a team meeting. I put myself on the hot seat right away and let the players ask questions, and some personal and also some professional questions. I think that started the relationship off pretty well. We had some futsal sessions, about 4 sessions before the break, and we hit the ground running. I was very impressed with the team culture as well as overall work ethic.
So what are you doing now? Have you been able to get on the field, have team meetings? Is it all over Zoom? How have you been dealing with getting to know players and keeping them up to date with training and that kind of thing?
Well, I think this has been a unique opportunity for us to just slow down and reflect on what we actually want in life, as a student athlete, as a coach. And I think in terms of how we've developed a relationship as a team, it's just obviously it's all virtual.
Yeah.
So we've held individual meetings, team meetings, different workshops on style of play and different tactics. But in this time, we've put the players on a home-based program, and nearly about a month ago, we started non-contact training. We're still in non-contact training, and it's given me the opportunity to lay out in stages how we want to play, and it has been very well received by the players.
So is this a little bit of a bittersweet situation where you haven't had to jump right into PACWEST coaching and games and that kind of stuff and competition, where now you've got a really chance to see who you have, what their strengths are, and where you can improve?
Well, we all want to be on the pitch, right?
Sure.
So we all want to be playing and competing. But like I said, in this time is a time to reflect and what we want from a high performance environment, and that includes being the best possible person you can be, and then obviously the best possible professional. So not only reach out to the college and work with the kinesiology departments. We've reached out to alumni, and we've really taken the time to develop a proper infrastructure so we can be successful not only in the short term but many years to come.
And the team, the athletes are buying in, and they're, I guess, excited as much as they could be. Like you said, everybody wants to be on the pitch playing, but they are excited to see you and get to know you and get to know your philosophies of this team going forward.
Yeah, well, I would hope so. I think I couldn't be happier with where the team's at. Given the current circumstances, it's been quite special and remarkable, the response that the players have had towards myself and my staff, and it's been quite remarkable and exceptional. And now, given the smoky days, training has canceled yet again. So yeah, I just want to get back on the pitch and continue to teach and learn about them as people, and as well as how they can contribute on the pitch.
Do you think your coaching style will change at all because of social distancing and COVID and just not being able to offer a high five or a fist pump or anything like that? Do you think your style of coaching will change?
I think without a doubt, the first social distancing session was I found it quite awkward because you couldn't do high fives and you had to keep your distance, and you couldn't establish a connection through jokes and banter, and that was really hard at first. But now you sort of got used to it, and you can throw out jokes every now and again. But then also we've been quite innovative on how to reach players. And one such example is developing player profiles where, they tell you a little bit about yourself, but then also write quotes about what represents their own personality and as well as their signature strengths. And as long as the staff really knows those like the back of their hand, you can implement that on the pitch where they don't necessarily see it coming. And that has been a great way to bond with players.
Anything surprise you coming out of those profiles where you went, whoa, okay, that's kind of neat?
Well, I won't dive into specifics, but there was something that was quite eye-opening where I was like, I didn't actually think you would write something like that to a coach. So it was quite special, and it's better to leave it as an inside joke. That's for sure.
All right, fair enough. Well, stay healthy, coach, and hopefully we'll see you make your PACWEST debut sooner than later. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you so much. Take care.